First of all, thanks very much to everyone who has ordered our upcoming FTD World books, which I did a video about last week. Just a couple of points, a couple of updates about those books. We are hoping to ship from December the 12th. As I said in the video, pre-orders will be taken until November the 20th. Then we're going to get the books printed, and yeah, as I say, December 12th is the day we plan to ship. A few people have sent the order form through twice, so I guess that means some people are not receiving our emails. So if you do send in the order form and you haven't heard back from us within 48 hours, then I would suggest checking your spam folder, because we are responding to everybody. But anyway, that's all I want to say about that. What I want to talk about in this video then, this is Elvis Presley in Japan, supposed to be, and I've just received this box today, and it's full of Elvis records. Now, I don't know very much about them. I've kind of bought this set of Elvis records hoping that they're going to be good. I'll tell you more about that when I've opened the box. Well, I'll talk a little bit while I open the box. So I know that there's about half a dozen albums in here, and they're mostly singles, about 3 dozen singles, but I don't know what most of the titles are, the singles. I only know that a couple, and I don't really know the condition. So I've taken a big chance on this, but we'll see if it was worth it. There's the first bunch of singles, another bunch of singles, and here are the albums. Right, they're all wrapped in plastic, so I'm going to stop filming at this point, get them out of the plastic, and then come back in a minute. Japanese people always wrap things too well. I don't mean with bubble wrap and things like that. I mean things like this plastic that's covering these records. It's really not offering any protection whatsoever. Right, we're into the albums. I'm going to show you what these are fairly quickly, and maybe pull out a record or two initially to see what the condition's like, because once you've looked at one or two, you get an idea what the whole package is going to be like. And then at the end of the video, I'll come back if there's anything of particular interest or rarity. So this is the 10-inch album, which came out in the early 60s. It's basically a reissue of the original, the first album that was released in Japan. Slight differences here and there, and yeah, it's got the original inner sleeve with it. So here goes. Let's see what this thing looks like. There it is. So it's been played. I can see that from the spindle marks on the labels, but not too bad. Not too bad. So if that's an indication of what everything is going to be like, then it won't be too bad. I'll be fairly pleased with that. Okay, let's go through the rest of the albums. Elvis's Golden Records. This one is an early 60s stereo reissue. It's quite a common album. Then we have Speedway. This is very slightly later version, I can tell from the markings on the back cover. Quite a rare album is Speedway, to be honest. Hard to find. This one is early stereo pressing of His Hand in Mine. Oh, it's not an early one. I'll come back to this one, because that's I can see that's interesting. The next one is Kissing Cousins. Now, the thing about Kissing Cousins is, the Japanese one, you always want to have a look to see if it's got the bonus picture. It's got a gatefold sleeve, and quite often these gatefold sleeves, they do get a little bit brown or stained on the inside. This one's about normal. Nope, no picture. The next one is the TV special. This is quite a common album. Notable for its color picture in the middle there. This one's second one, if I remember correctly. You can see there, you might just be able to see there it says recorded in stereo, but the text has been covered over, or they've tried to cover it up, but not completely. Then we've got a couple of LPs which are the same, but different different record labels. This is a greatest hits compilation. Perhaps the only Elvis album in the world with a picture of Priscilla on the cover. I'm not sure. There can't be too many. Yeah, this is a double album, and then you've got the same album, but this one is on Victor, not RCA. So this is an earlier version. But Priscilla's still there. Double album, and it has a discography there on the inside. And the last album, this is also another one. Oh no, there's two more. Gold Records Volume 4. Another one that's surprisingly hard to find, especially on RCA. This is the Victor one. And the last LP we have here is a Blue Hawaii copy. This one is slightly later. It's not the first pressing, I can tell, because this black text here, the Japanese text here, it doesn't have any brackets around it, so that tells me it's a later version. Right, I'll come back in a moment when I've opened the singles. Right, the first one we've got then is Elvis Sings Christmas Songs. This is a 50s EP. Let's have a look. Make sure it's got the center still attached. No, it doesn't have the center attached. That's a slight disappointment, but not the end of the world. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly. The next one is Stuck on You. It's got the red, white and blue sleeve, so that tells me it's a later pressing. And there's the record. This time it does have the tri-center attached. Now this is a fairly rare one. This is the Anywhere You Want Me EP. It's from the mid-60s, 65, 66. I always get muddled up with the release dates of this series. Some came out in 65, some came out in 66. And yeah, that one should have a lyric sheet in there, which it does. So that's a pretty hard to find single there. Next, we have Mystery Train. I forgot to remember to forget. This one also looks to be okay. And one thing you've always got to hope for with Japanese singles is that the this triangle here, the bell mark, is still attached. Bit of yellowing on that one, but that's fairly standard for a lot of old Japanese records. This is A Big Hunk of Love. Again, 60s pressing. The original came with a gold lame suit picture. This one's got a 330 yen price, so it's a mid-60s one. Then we've got another one here, Wear My Ring Around Your Neck. And Don't You Think It's Time. This one's got a hard plastic sleeve, so I'm a bit worried about the record. It might be, it might have some plastic migration on it. This one has got a 370 price change on it, so that's that tells you it's a mid-60s one. Have a quick look. Yeah, looks in nice condition. Here's a surprisingly rare one. It's Memories on one side and Charo on the other. That's the first RCA one we've seen. There you go. And this one's a very nice one. Again, it's in the plastic cover, so I'm a little bit worried about this one. Let's hope it's... let's check the record first. Let Yourself Go on one side. And Your Time Hasn't Come Yet, Baby on the other side. And fortunately, it's in nice condition. I'll just show you the insert as well. There you go, Nancy Sinatra and Elvis. And this one is a fold-out one. Here's another rare one. This is Long-Legged Girl with the short dress on. Like in many other countries, it's a single that didn't sell particularly well. The lyrics on the back, that's your standard design. Then we've got If I Can Dream, Edge of Reality on RCA, of course. Here's another quite rare one. This is Stay Away, and the US mail, of course. That one is again on Victor. This one is a later pressing of One Night and I Got Stung. Again, it's got one of those hard plastic covers, so we'll dispose of that very quickly. This one's got a mid-60s price. It looks like a later price sticker has fallen off that, so it's probably a bit later, mid to late 60s. Yep, looks nice. Then the next one we have is Suspicious Minds. There are a few versions of this one. This looks at first glance to be the first one on RCA. Then we've got a very common single here. This is probably the most common record that we've seen so far. It's The Devil in Disguise, which got to #1 in Japan. Fold out 4-sided insert. And the Brown Company sleeve. Right, now this is a particularly rare one. This is the Spin Out EP, and it's on a gatefold cover. Now, like with the LP gatefold covers, there's a high chance that the inside gatefold will be quite stained, but in actual fact, it's very clean. So that's a nice one. Got to check the condition of this one. Now it's in its original Victor plastic inner sleeve, which is always a worry, but it looks nice and clean. Very, very nice. What else have we got here? Kiss Me Quick. This one's not in great shape, but it's not especially rare. This is the first one, and there's the record. Next, here we have In the Ghetto. Orange RCA. There's the backside with the lyrics. Just got a couple more. This one is a later copy of another plastic cover there. Get rid of that. Of Rocker Hula Baby and Can't Help Falling in Love. The colors look darker here, and it's in the blue sleeve, so it's a later version. Oh wow, it's got a 400 yen sticker on the back here, so this is definitely getting towards the back end of the 60s. Looks very nice. All right, just got a couple more in this first batch of singles. Another plastic cover to get rid of. Tell me why. Yeah, quite a hard single to find. Not a massive seller. They did release it with a 4-page insert. That one's also got a 400 yen sticker on it. So whoever owned this collection was obviously buying quite a lot of records towards the end of the 60s. And the last one in this first batch of singles is another very common one. It's Crying in the Chapel. And there is the record. Right, I'm just going to get into the next and final batch, and then I'll be straight back. Right, here we are, part 3. We begin with a later copy of Hard Headed Woman, and you can see that sort of rippling there in the plastic, which tells you it's one of those hard plastic ones, which always make me nervous. This one, yeah, it's got a price on there, which looks like it's been blacked out, so definitely a later pressing. And fortunately, the record has survived its hard plastic experience. Right, we've got another rare one here. This is I Want You, I Need You, I Love You, and My Baby Left Me. It's the gold standard series reissue from the 60s. Another hard sleeve. Still got the bell mark attached, which is good. There's the record. And yeah, it looks to be all right. Next one. Another plastic sleeve. I don't know why some of these are in... actually, some of these hard plastic sleeves have got store logos on them. So they must have been issued that way. Most of them have got the original thin plastic baggies, which the singles came in. Here is the It's Now or Never EP, aka Elvis by Request. This is also a 1965, I think it's 66, this one, early 66. And this one's got a 600 yen sticker on it, so that will have been sold around 1968. Here's a surprisingly rare one. Although having said that, the UK version is hard to find as well, isn't it? A little less conversation. It's got a little bit of staining on it, but it's not too bad. There's a RCA label, and this was the only one to have this white center for some reason. Yeah, so as I was saying before, this is one of those thick plastic covers, but it's got a store logo here. That's come from Osaka. Now, if I'd seen this one on the picture for the records, I probably would have not bought this particular lot, because it looks a right old mess. That's the Viva Las Vegas EP with a big piece of red tape right down the right hand side there. So we'll just move swiftly on from that. The next one, this is what I mean about the original baggies. This is really thin, floppy plastic, and these are pretty good. They keep the records pretty clean. So this is a later copy of I Need You So and Crawfish. Take a look on the back there. Yeah, it's got a 330 yen sticker, but sorry, it's got a 330 yen price, but I can tell that there was a sticker on there for a later price, so somebody's taken that off. And there is the record. Next one, It's Now or Never. This one is again in its proper original Victor sleeve. This is a Victor World Group sleeve, so this is probably not the correct sleeve. It would have come in a Victor record sleeve, but that's not a big problem. Next one is an EP. This is the Love Me Tender EP, the original one from 1957. Now this one has suffered a little bit. This one was originally in an all-round plastic cover, but that's been taken off, and all you're left with is the front and back covers without the plastic. But the record is still there. Then next we have an early copy of Do the Clan, and this one has a fold-out insert, 6 sides. This one is quite a common single. Victor, that one's been dinked. Here is another common single. This one is Viva Las Vegas and What I Say. This one also has a 6-sided insert. If I can get it open. There you go. This one has a company sleeve that's seen better days. Now we have a rare one here again. This one is Milk Cow Blues Boogie and Heartbreaker, and it's another one of these gold standard series ones. Yep, still got the bell there at the top, which is good. Make sure the record is reasonable. Yeah, looks very good. So I've got the center attached as well. Right, we're nearly there now. Another plastic cover to dispose of. This is Wooden Heart. Again, a later copy with the red, white and blue sleeve. And this one has actually got a 370 yen sticker on the back there. So again, that tells me it's a later 60s version. I feel so bad. This is a single that you don't often see in the red, white and blue sleeve. It sold, you know, at the start when it first came out, but it wasn't a long seller. There's a record. Yeah, looks absolutely fine. Just a couple more to go now. We've got, oh right, this is an unusual one. This is Too Much and Paralyzed. Now, the original version of this came with the same cover design, but the top half was yellow, and the later ones are all white. Again, this one's got a 400 yen sticker on it, indicating it was sold in 1968, so it was on catalogue for a very long time. Just quickly check the record, make sure it's not messed up from that plastic cover. No, it's okay. All right, just two more to go. This is another rare one. This is You Don't Know Me, and what's on the other side? Big Boss Man. And yeah, there's the back side of that one. There is the record. Just got two more to go. No, just three more to go. And the next one is Indescribably Blue. Fools Fall in Love. And there's the usual label and cover. All right, we've got an EP next. This one is the Long Tall Sally EP. It's got Long Tall Sally, first in line. How's the world treating you? And how do you think I feel? This one's got the original Victor inner sleeve, but thankfully no plastic problems. And last but not least, and I suppose it's quite appropriate really, it's the first Elvis single, although you might not know it to look at the cover. This is Blue Moon of Kentucky, and That's Alright. For some reason they put Blue Moon of Kentucky as the top side. This one also still has the bell, which is good. And let's take a look at the final record. There you go. Looks pretty good to me. So there you go. Yeah, I took a chance on that lot, and got to say, throw the plastic away first. So I took a chance on that lot, and yeah, I got to say I'm pretty pleased with that. Been rushing through this, so sorry about that, but didn't want the video to get too long. Oh yeah, I just want to show you that copy of His Hand in Mine again, just to show you why it was unusual. So living stereo, and if we turn to the back cover, right at the bottom here, I don't know if it's going to stay in focus, but you can see the price there is 1,750 yen. So that tells me that it's a much later pressing. However, unfortunately, I can see just from looking at that, you can see how the record is stuck to the inner sleeve. So that, I'm afraid, is going to be not in very good condition at all. So this is the problem. This is exactly the problem I was worried about with those hard plastic covers. I was worried that some of those singles might look like that. Fortunately, they don't. So you see how the plastic from the inner sleeve has migrated to the record itself. There's no way that's going to come off. I've had too much experience with this, I'm afraid. I can tell straight away that's staying there forever. Oh well, never mind. Bit of a negative end to an otherwise positive video. Glad I got that set. Certainly some worthwhile rarities in there. And yeah, if you have any questions about any of the records, just let me know in the comments section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.